Hi, everyone. Hi. How are you today? Oh my God, the speeches have been just amazing, right? Yeah? Oh my God. Round of applause for them. So honestly, I wanted to start my speech with a joke, but I was a little bit worried that if I pulled it off right, I might end up breaking my humerus, and that would not be funny. And yet, coming from a kid who was born with 40 fractures and was given just 2 days to live by doctors, I've got cracking since the beginning. And yet, even after 20 years, 150 total fractures, 8 rods, and 22 screws in my body, it's all numbers. I can stand or sit before you all today and say, thank God that I was born this way. Because I've realized that my purpose is bigger than my pain, and my ambition is stronger than my adversity. But what is my ambition? Well, it's to Sparsh, which means touch in Sanskrit, the hearts of everyone around the world. What's my purpose? Is to give back all that God has so generously given me and my family in the service of others through my platforms, because I want to leave the world a brighter place than I found it. Now, I get it. If those sound like difficult goals, that's because they are. So you probably are wondering, how do I start changing the world? Where do I even begin? Well, we live in a day and age where it seems more difficult to do it than ever as well. Not just because, we live in a more polarized society than ever, but also because, case in point, how many of us have been in that kind of situation? Yeah, by show of hands, right? Here we are all together next to each other, and yet we're texting and emailing people who aren't even there, going to social media feeds we can always go back to later, and gets me thinking, with all the destruction going on even outside of our phones, if we don't show the world today what it means to be a loving human being, who will? So, how do we change the world? Where do we start? 2 controversial words: community service. But trust me, if we want to make our communities a better place, I truly believe that there are only 3 things that we all need to do to make that happen. So are you all ready to learn these 3 little steps?
Yeah.
All right. So step 1 is pay it forward. Can everyone repeat what's step 1?
Pay it forward.
Yeah. In the words of Mr. Muhammad Ali, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. So, I would like for us, real quick, can we all close our eyes? And let's just take a deep breath. I know this event has been a long one anyway, so probably very warranted. Why did I have us all do that? Because, my friends, what are there, say maybe 100 people in this room? Every one of those breaths that we just took together, I hope it remains as a reminder that somewhere else, right now, 100 people are taking their last breath. If life is as valuable as we say it is, then let us give everything we have been given. My friends, money is not the only thing that we can contribute to a worthy cause. Because I think as our TEDx speakers have shown us today, we can also give our voices. We can give our time. We can give our knowledge. And we can give even just our solidarity. So, my friends, what do each of you have that you can give even right now?
Step 2.
Lose yourself. Can everyone repeat what's step 2?
Lose yourself.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about the Eminem song. I'm talking about this beautiful proverb by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Okay, that sounds amazing, but where do you start? How does that work? From my experience, I believe the best way that we can lose ourselves in service is by pursuing our passions. And I really hope that as it has been to this day, my life can continue to be a living testimony of that. I mean, my passions are music and speaking. And sure, because of those passions, I've achieved a lot of personal success. But more importantly, I've been very blessed to use my platforms that music and speaking gave me to associate myself and to campaign for, to advocate for nonprofits throughout the world as a youth ambassador, an advocate, and performer, and speaker. So my friends, what passions do you have? What are your gifts? Your dreams? The thing that you see yourself doing maybe 5, 10 years, 20 years from now, and it looks so vivid in your head, it's like a movie. That's how it is for me. How are you going to work to improve on that every day? And then, how will you, each of you, lose yourself in the service of others through those platforms? And last but not least, love. What's up there, everyone? Can we all repeat?
Love.
Yeah, I know this sounds very mushy-gushy, but trust me, it isn't. Because as former President of India, Shri APJ Abdul Kalam put it, I'm not handsome, but I can give my hand to someone who needs help. Because beauty is required in the heart, not in the face. And we all want to be handsome, right? We all want to be beautiful. Yeah?
Yes.
So my friends, let's give a helping hand to someone every single day. And there will never be a day in our lives where we're not handsome. You know, they say the joy of giving is better than the joy of receiving, but I truly believe, friends, if we don't give out of a pure heart, where's the joy? In fact, I would argue, if we don't give selflessly, are we not actually robbing ourselves of joy without even realizing it? We all want to be joyful, am I right?
Yes.
So, my friends, whether it's, racking up your volunteer hours so you can get into the Honor Society, or have a great college application, or maybe you're working right now and the job you have is not so satisfying, or maybe you're about to retire and you want to leave behind a legacy that your kids will admire, or maybe none of these situations apply to you. I think every one of us can and must ask every day, how can I give a helping hand to someone without asking for anything in return? When you are in a dark room, right, we don't take the lights that we light and then put it in the closet, right? So, my friends, let us be that light